What's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You already know Self Made Life Ken. Go follow the IG, man. But immediate post fight reaction: Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford. Crawford versus Porter. First off, congrats both guys. Great fight, entertaining fight. I think we all knew this was going to be a great fight, but I think it definitely um, went overvalued to what we expected. But let's get into the actual fight. If you didn't watch it, Terence Crawford. Um, I wouldn't say win in dominating fashion, but let's just say Terence Crawford gets a big time TKO against Shawn Porter to finally get a big win at 147. Now the fight was competitive. Shawn Porter definitely had his moments, but I guess, I hate to admit it, I guess the bud tenders were right. I think we all kind of knew how this fight would go, but I think some of us hoped that Shawn Porter could do a little more to make it a little more interesting. And to be honest, I think Shawn Porter did everything he can do with his skill set. You know, this was a fight where, like I said, I don't want to admit it, but the bud tenders were right. Bud actually definitely downloaded Shawn Porter. I think he took the couple early rounds just to see how Shawn Porter game plan was. And I think once he kind of noticed that Shawn Porter really only had one game plan, and that was just jump inside and work. And at times that worked for Shawn, but I think once Terence Crawford really noticed that Shawn Porter didn't have a plan B, C, or D, and I'm kind of shocked. Maybe Shawn Porter didn't have a plan because it was lack of skill, or maybe he got discouraged. But I feel like once Terence Crawford really got his distance right, and once he got comfortable with his rhythm, it was nothing Shawn could do. It got to the point where just a lot of constant one twos. Don't get me wrong. Shawn would definitely work with his hooks going to the body, but overall, I think the accuracy of Terence Crawford and the speed and just I don't think Shawn Porter has really faced a fighter maybe that crispy of a puncher like that, and with a little more pop. So I think just the combination of those things led to the TKO. I don't know if Kenny Porter and them threw the towel in, but I think they definitely had help in stopping this fight. Now, the stoppage. Let's talk about the stoppage. While at first I would say, some people would say it shouldn't have been stopped. I'm actually happy with the stoppage, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me hit the G pen real quick. Okay, look, I like the stoppage because of this. If you look at both of them shots that Crawford, the shots that dropped Porter, each time, man, Crawford knocked drool out of Porter mouth. That's the first time I've really ever seen. We seen Porter knocked down before, but there was two times where Crawford set Porter ass down. Just keeping it 100, he set that nigga down, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though Porter was fighting with everything inside for him to shake it off like he usually do, you can just tell the impact or how he was caught. I think it wasn't the power. I think it's just the accuracy because Crawford caught him so accurate on the chin to where it would turn his jaw and drool would come out. So, them were definitely tough shots to watch Shawn Porter take. And, as we noticed with a lot of moves Shawn Porter made, I think Shawn Porter was definitely getting discouraged on how he couldn't really get to the inside anymore like he did in the earlier fight. So I think all in all, if they didn't stop the fight there, we would have just seen just more of that because I don't think Shawn Porter really had another answer. And, like I said, that was a little shocking to me because I thought Kenny Porter and Shawn would have a better game plan. But, I think maybe they knew how great of a boxer Crawford was, and maybe they looked at it like we don't want to, we don't want to get my son too hurt or something. But that was a kind of early stoppage. That was 10th round. My bet hit, by the way. I had Terence Crawford winning in round 7, 12. So shout out DraftKings. We're going to collect that. But, yeah, all in all, great fight, man. Y'all definitely let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I don't know if Earl hopped in the ring or not. I just kind of came straight here because I wanted to give y'all my reaction. But, like I said, it wasn't too surprising. It was good to see it. But Terence Crawford, definitely great outside work. I got to give him praise on his outside work. Things Terence Crawford need to work on. I think definitely if you're talking about a fight against Errol Spence, he got to work on his clinching game. there was a lot of points in this fight where Shawn Porter was working in the clinch, and I can tell Terence, even though he's strong, and shout out for him for bullying Shawn Porter, because this is the first time we've seen somebody physically bully Shawn Porter. There were points though in the clinch where Shawn would be hitting Terence in the clinch, and Terence don't like to swing in that clinch. Terence was kind of waiting; he would hold or he would wait for the ref to come. Against Spence gonna work in that clinch. I think Terence, while Terence can work from the outside against Shawn, I don't know if that outside, stick and move strategy is going to work against Spence. So the one thing I got to see about Crawford, I want to see his inside boxing a little more, because I just think versus Spence, he going to have to show another, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy money versus Spence for either side, because Terence Crawford's speed and just his accurate punches, he going to have a chance. But he going to definitely have to, be more willing to get into a rough fight, because you can tell in this fight, Bud was not about to get into no dog fight like Shawn wanted. But on the other end, you can tell Shawn didn't even really want to engage in a dog fight, because I think Shawn knew that jab or that straight, he was getting hit with something every time he jumped in. So we didn't even really get the Shawn Porter we was used to, even though he still had a lot of good moments in this fight. And it also showed that, to me, Shawn Porter power maybe is a little overrated, because he definitely caught Bud a lot of times, and Bud was smiling a lot of times he got hit. Sometimes Bud would let Shawn work. So definitely, I think the fight exposed a lot, but a lot of things we already knew. Shout out to both guys. I don't know, Shawn Porter, I do want to see him again, but I just don't know. I think they were kind of, they were kind of panicking to me in that corner. I don't like how that corner reacted. So if Shawn have a couple more rugged fights like this, might be time for him to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? I say not quick, but he do got a lot of good stuff going on, outside the ring. So, maybe if Shawn get a good win, then maybe that. But I don't want Shawn to turn into no dude, who get knocked out or anything like that. But yeah, I guess we're gonna get ready for Crawford Spence, man. This the post-fight reaction. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, subscribe. I'm gone.